Hello and welcome. Just gonna wait a few minutes for people to join because I didn't really say an absolute time. I know I said about 3 o'clock, but yeah, so we're just gonna wait a little while longer before I start. But thank you for joining so quick. Hope you're well. Had a nice little break, had a cup of tea. So not much to prepare, to finish with this squig hog boy, and then we're on to the old snaggers, or lads, as I call it. They're quite straightforward to put together. I'd like to go for, as many options as I possibly can. Hopefully they won't look too samey, too similar. Puts in perspective how big this guy is, though. Do we have a watch along stream on Discord? Yeah, no worries, Kriegsman, no worries. I'm going to leave all of these up so you can watch at your leisure. Do we have a watch along stream on Discord? What do you mean, like what, instead of here on YouTube? Well, whenever I live stream, it'll be on YouTube normally. It's very rare that I'll do a live stream through Discord. It's usually after the live stream on YouTube, if I choose to do that. If that all makes sense. Hope it does. But anyone can stream on the Discord, anyone. So if if there's something you wanted to stream, I know Kriegsman streams now and again while he's painting away. So anybody can use my Discord to put a little stream up if they want. A watch along Warhammer weekly preview. No, don't do that, but we do the whenever there's like a preview stream from Twitch, we will go in there and there'll be a watch along, so there is that. You can't wait to get home from work. You're working on a Sunday, man. Oh dear. And then build your own shiny new knob. Well, that sounds like a perfect end to the day and a fantastic end to the week. Right. Oh dear, Nurgle is blessing me today. I'm just going to carry on because there's quite a few people in the live stream now. So welcome back, everyone. Thank you for coming back. And if this is your first time in the streams today, you're very welcome. The part 2 will stay up for as long as, well, as long as YouTube's around, I guess. Where we got to was we were finishing these squig hog boys. This is the last one I need to do, and then we can work on the snaggers. I aim to complete all the snaggers today. So what we'll do is we'll just carry on with the stream for as long as I can for the rest of the day. I think probably what I will do is just build the 10 snagger boys and maybe build the alternate knob, because the others are exactly the same, you know. And then I'll put a picture on the old Discord of them complete. And then I go through their reviews. I'll try and get their reviews next week. Oh, sorry, there's a bit of a screen freeze. Gonna have to put it on charge. Totally forgot about that. I've been doing other things, but bear with me. My voice might sound a little bit different. Not sure why that moved a fair bit then, but it is what it is. Good morning, good afternoon. Yes, Kyle. Well, there was a live stream earlier on, and that is up on the channel too. Jan, you primed your slaves to your you primed your STDs, and you're going to get some painting in. Get some paint. Oh, you're going to go get some paint, and then it can begin. Nice. Sounds good. Yeah, I've had to remove my mic to charge. So my voice probably sounded a little bit different than usual. Right, so we just need to put this iron drawer on. How's this going to work out then? Oh, wow, it does go that way. Got a big iron drawer, this one. I'd like some clue of how this goes together. I take it I'm not going to get any clue. Thank God, one of my friends is paints Jesus, because you're already broke. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. Wasn't expecting to read something like that, but so I guess you're borrowing his paints probably. I don't know how this goes on. I am flummoxed. Oh, no, we found the sweet spot. So it goes on just like that. It's very particular the way these go on, these jaw pieces. Do like these iron jaws for the squiggle, so quite cool. So we've got the head. You're going to borrow his paints? No, I don't think you can borrow someone's paints. I think you can take someone's paints. I mean, you're not going to give the paint that you've used back, are you? So you are going to take his paint. Well, maybe you will return the favour one day. I guess you could say he's sharing his paints. But sharing and borrowing is not the same thing. Not sure. No, I don't think it is the same thing. Borrow means you borrow it and then you give exactly the same back, whereas sharing is you're just sharing what you've got. You're not going to get anything back. This is sparking a lexical crisis in me. Super, do you say it is worth trying to order a beast snagger box? Oh, I try and avoid eBay. I really would. I would really try. Try and get it from your LGS or your gaming store or somewhere like that. I mean, what's the price like on eBay compared to other places? Is it the fact that you can only get it from eBay because you can't get it anywhere else? When do you think the Orc Combat Patrol will come out? End of August. How? How does this even? How does this even? That's how it evens. He's really quite far on the saddle, is he? He's laying on the tank almost. I say the tank. There isn't really a tank on a squig hog, but yeah. All of your local places don't have it. Have they ever had it? Or did they have it and now they don't have it? I mean, it's odd. There were a few places yesterday that had it. Places you could just walk in without any pre-order and pick it up. Well, they're the pictures that people sent me, so... Oh, if they never had it, then yeah, that might be your only option. What are the prices like though, compared to, you know? That's another thing. You got to weigh it up. Is it really worth it? I mean, they may come out separately, but it could be a while. You know, the sisters are about to get their combat patrol, and the models included in them came out November 2019. So it could be this situation with Orks. And that's the only real tangible results we can predict is from past history. Your local Games Workshop has a throne of Dominion boxes. Oh yes, I've seen plenty of places that have an absolute ton of Dominion boxes. I mean, I wasn't even going to get one, and one managed to get itself to me. So even people that don't want it get it. It's crazy. Oh, €450. Nah, it's not worth €450. €250? Ugh. I don't know. When you're paying much more for a product, it really falls down to individual choice at that point. Whether you really like the models, you know, to justify spending that much. But it's not just the models, it's the codecs as well. But no doubt that new codex will be out within a month or two, so. Is there too many? Is there too many? Is there too many gaps on the Sausage Raiders boys? No? No, the gaps are quite closed up. I've filed them away. In some places I've used the Tamiya. No, they're fine. Ah, that's wise words, Revan, yeah. That's what wise words. However, some people, I think some people leave it till the last second for a number of reasons. And also, I understand people are on the fence about certain models and sets and things, even after release. So they, will look at unboxings and reviews to finally make their mind up. I've done that loads of times for things. And also, some people, like in the far future, will start the hobby and they go back and go, oh, I really want some minis out of that set. Like the Dark Imperium set. And they just weren't in the hobby at that time, or, But now they've seen the sets from quite a few years ago and they like a piece of the action, which is, cool. But with all of those kind of like game sets, army sets, they're never around forever. They eventually have to clear their warehouse space and make room for newer products. Otherwise their warehouses would just be bigger and bigger and bigger, and always consist of models that they've had for 30 years or whatever. So I understand product refreshment things, but That's the little squig super soaker thing. I see you're still using the Citadel plastic glue. How do you keep that nozzle clean? It's just always clean, mate. I've also got Tamiya over there, and I've got Revel over there. Works fine for me. You tried to get it on release. Really? So you were there on release, and you're in that queue, but then it sold out before you could purchase it. That does suck. Hey, it's just their queuing system. You know, whether you're there early or whether you're there on the dot. You know, it gives everybody a chance, doesn't it now? To buy a Whirlwind or a Thunderfire, or wait for a Primaris Arty unit. Primaris Arty unit. They're called suppressors, I think. You can't go wrong with a Whirlwind. They're really cool. Thunderfire cannons used to be better than they are, but yeah, Whirlwinds are still awesome. Have you thought about a Scorpius? From Forge World. I think they're heavy D3 strength 8 weaponry, 48-inch range. People have asked me about Scorpiuses before. I'd like to get one. I'd also like to get a Sakaran Arcus as well. So it's the final Sakaran I have not yet added to the collection. I will get round to buying and collecting Space Marines again one day. I promise. My voice reminds you of Michael Sheen so much I can't get it out of my head. Michael Sheen? Really? Maybe. But he's Welsh. I'm not Welsh. Oh well. I don't look anything like Michael Sheen, by the way, for the record. If anything, probably my accent is a bit like Grimsby accent. It's a bit north, a bit Guy Martin, but his is to the next level. You know, I've lived in Norfolk a long time now, so I don't think I've got a Norfolk twang, but I also don't still have I say full sort of Grimsby accent. I don't think. I still swallow a lot of letters in my words. Like I say butter and I say water, you know. Say latte and people just don't know what I'm talking about. I have to put on a posh accent and go, yes, I'd like one latte, please. Yeah, you missed the Dark Imperium box. Yeah, this is the thing though with the hobby. You know, when you get into the hobby, when you get into it, you know, kind of have to accept that you may have missed out on a number of minis. Luckily, I was at the stage where, you know, there were still metal minis, but the Land Raiders came out, plastic Land Raiders. I remember it. I remember it well. Oh, good luck with your painting session at your store. Sounds good. Hopefully they won't try and push any products on you and you're just free range and you can just look and pick whatever products you'd like. Maybe you could even ask them to show you some demos of non-metallic metallics. That would really put them in a twist. Right, I think we're done with that. I'm quite happy. So we will glue it together now. So this arm is, I think it's kind of like, yeah, about to spear something. And this one is holding on for stability there. I'll go there. And then we've got shoulder pauldron and the... So shoulder pauldron is on this side. So I can pop that on there. And we will put this like so. And we can build this squig. Squig? Whoa. Grot even. This is really quite strange the way this kind of goes together. Ah, right. Other way around. What is this strange thing that he's got on him? It's bizarre. It's like a, I don't know, like a squig nozzle thing. It's really odd. Oh, so sorry, guys. So sorry. You just started working with plastic. Okay. Really think about getting the Ork kill blaster tank from Forge World. Do you have an experience with that kit? No, I don't, Scambim. I'm sorry, I do not. I haven't bought anything from Forge World to do with Orks, unfortunately. But, yeah. Stig, you're just starting on a Lego bonsai tree. Oh, nice. So your day is going to be full of frogs. It's a nice tree, I like it. I haven't bought any Lego for a while. I've been tempted recently. But I've managed to resist the call of Lego. Saddens you how little supply GW made of this set. Yeah, they under produced this one and they overproduced Dominion. Mrs. Oates bought you the Bashed Up Dark Vengeance set, and then you've been hooked ever since. Okay. No, Raven, I have not. Yeah, possibly, Lee, possibly. I wonder if they're going to do that with the Dominion set, though. You know, just release the big characters, because you can't get the Indra model, can you? Thank you, Maxim. Thanks, Lee. Does anyone have in storage for minis? It depends storage-wise. I mean, shelves are good, but also Titan boxes are good. Big plastic boxes from DIY stores, they're good with like bubble wrap. Shoe boxes, big cardboard boxes from packaging. If you're taking them out places, you'll probably need some carry cases. How do you like the GW files? My friend, I've had mine for years. I'd probably even hazard a guess at, I want to say like 8 years or so. Yeah, they clog, but you know, they don't clog and then you throw them away. You clog and you clean them, and then you can keep using them. The Tamiya ones, they clog too, but they're also rougher, so they will scratch your minis. There's no like silver bullet in terms of them. You just got to keep them clean. It's certainly a lot quicker than like scraping mold lines off. Anyway, I keep getting off on tangents today, this afternoon. What I'll do is I'll stick this. Oh, how is he going to go on? This is really, really strange. Is he? Does he really put his foot on the exhaust? I can't believe this. I can't believe he's so blasé. He's supposed to hook on somehow on the tail and then half on the, so there, I think. Yeah. And then what is it? Is it some kind of like flamethrower thing? I think it is, you know. Let's glue these contact points. Hey, there we go. Then I think we can just glue squig hog to the base. And that's this one done. Got through that quick, but we had pretty much finished it before we went for a break. Yeah, no worries, Martin, no worries. Well, very welcome. trying to get these level. This one level. In particular. It's odd. I mean, as these minis get more and more, I say, active and creative, you'll find time and time again they do overlap their bases. So look at him though. He's so cool. It's on this wheel at the back. And his two front feet are off the ground. That's cool. Right, so that's those squig hog boys complete. And you've got the knob leading them. Let's work on the snaggers. So we'll get the 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. We'll carry on with the sprue that we were working from. So we built the knob and the thump gun. So now we can build this dude. Do you have a super cannon on one of your vehicles, or am I misidentifying it? It's hard to know. I mean, for cannons, you can call them super cannons. I think on my battle wagon, I'd call that a gun wagon, and I would call it a super cannon. But I think the thing is, Forge will do a super cannon like upgrade thing in resin, and that is like a proper super cannon, if you want to call it that way. Yeah, we do need some tactical rocks for Orcs. No, we don't. Imperium are getting so many tactical rocks. B2 and B1. There they are. So these should be relatively simple. They've just got a front, a back, a head, and weapons. Not quite as simple as the old Orks, which was just the legs, a torso, arms, head. And I think the arms had the weapons included on them. So B4 and B3. There's a left-handed Ork. B6. And the slugger. I've even got a little shoulder pauldron for him. Still with these big armor pieces and things, still 6+ save. We can crank these up and work on the next one too. Which is 17 and 18. Oh wow, this particular snagger has the chopper moulded onto his torso. I think that's going to be a similar model. For both. And 19. got so many spare bullets lying around. It's quite odd. And then 23 and 22, which are here. I just like the hide that they come with. You know, the beast hides. They're using them as part of their armor. Very Monster Hunter feel to them. Oh, right, that one, the Kitbash Basilisk. Yeah, I'd call that a super cannon, definitely. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. 24, this bionic leg. $26 and $25. And the head, 27, 28. You're still curious about what mechanism do you keep your citadel glue from clogging? The lid. The lid stops it from clogging. And on the very, very rare occasion that it does clog and I can't get the glue out, I put a naked flame for like 1 second and then it's unclogged. That's it. That's what I do. Right. Every time I go to the glue, it's not clogged. Put it that way. I could probably say I've gone through over 100 plastic glue containers in my lifetime. 29 and 30. It's not these. Must be these. Yeah. And 30. $31. Oh, this big chopper. I don't know. I mean, do you use the glue every day? When you come to it, do you take this bit off with a blade? Do you keep it like that, or do you keep it like that? Do you pop the top on so that it's nice and tight on there? I mean, I must say it is a bit odd. 32. Come on, where are you? There you are, all the way up there. Huh. A pin down the glue pipe. Now, I once tried that, but I couldn't get a pin down the actual metal rod. Not very far, at least. I think I tried that with Revel glue too. Yeah, naked flame. Be really careful, but naked flame, if it closes there, like completely, and you can't open it with your scalpel or whatever, put a naked flame there, and then that will ignite it. Don't squeeze it. You know, just put a naked flame there for like a couple of seconds, and then it will clear it. Right, P34. 35, is it this one now? Yes, here we go. Better just play my own stream just in case it freezes or something. Yep, that's true, and the same for needles as well. Yeah. 36, 37. 39. Oh, it's got another one of these metal mohawks. And then 38 for this chopper. That's quite a straightforward one because it's just half the body, the front body, the leg, the head, and then the chopper arm. It's quite a straightforward one. No shoulder pouring required. It's kind of molded onto it. So we got 40, 42. I like these armour plates, these kind of layered armour plates. $41. $43, this one. And 44, the pizza cutter. Yeah, there it is. $46 and $45. This is an interesting shoulder pauldron. I don't know what this is, but it's ribbed, I guess. Don't know what that could be. It's odd, isn't it? There's a lot of pieces for that orc. $47 and $49. We're only going to build these today. We're not going to build the other 10. because they'll be exactly the same. Exactly. Got no options for them. 48. I was looking for a head, but I needed a foot. There we are. 51 and 50. There's another pizza cutter. More like a can opener or a Space Marine opener. And the head. And one more Snagga boy to go. $55, $54. Six. $37. And 58. This shoulder pole run, and then we've got a head. Which is 60. Now we will have a few pieces left over, so we will identify those. So yeah, we're gonna have 63 because that is the so yeah, 63 is the normal beast Snagga boy, and the same for 65 and the 64. So all those three, even the, I want to say the head. Yeah, the head is as well, and the shoulder pauldron. So all of that is to do with that. But what we've also got on this side is the option from the thud gun. So what we're going to have in the second group is we're going to have a different one for the thud gun, which is really, it's quite strange. Because you can either go for the thump gun, or you can go for the chopper and the slugger. But the thump gun is pretty good to have. Anyway, we'll take all of these off the sprue, because we might as well. And then we will have a look at the rules and see what we want to do moving forward. Part of me wants to keep them in a unit of 20. But also part of me wants to have just, you know, the thump gun and another knob. Super, do you have any house rules when playing 40k? Yeah, of course. Everybody does. I mean, my main house rule is have fun. That's my main house rule. If you're not having fun, or you're bored, or you're getting annoyed, then we can, you know, we can do other things. Talk about the lore. We can, you know. What are the house rules? If you've got models and they're armed with spears and you want them to be armed with axes, for instance, as long as you've written them down on your army list, that's fine with me. For me, at least, I'd say painted models. I wouldn't play a game unless they're painted, which obviously makes it difficult for me. But, you know, I do have painted models to play with, so there is that. Rules, if we can't decide on a particular rule, like the way it's written, because sometimes these rules are written horrifically badly, then we roll a dice. Like, you know, I say 4 plus I'm right, 1 to 3, you know, you're right, I think. My house rule is always deploy Titans. No. However, my own little rule for myself is if ever I'm going to use a Titan, I always use it to its maximum efficiency. So that means I will not be playing on a 60-inch board with a Warlord Titan. I just won't. It's a complete waste. I would go for maximum range as possible, because otherwise there's just no point having a Nemesis Quake cannon at 26 feet range. There's just no point. Why did you get it? You know, it's like I'm all for like the narrative battles, so a big like Siege of Terror or a big Titan v Titan game. You will see all of my Titans and a fellow on the Discord, all of his Titans at some point, I guess. That would be quite epic. Right, so we've got some spare parts here. Well, the reason why I say about the painted armies and things is just because I would want to record it. I would want to record the game. Not a full-blown bat rep, but it just, yeah. For me, at least, I think it looks better when all the armies are painted and I'm recording it rather than, you know. So I say rather than me recording all grey armies, and this is just what I do all the time. But yeah, I don't know. I think for a like a how to play video, I think that's perfectly fine. And these are my own standards, all right? These aren't, you know, you'll have your standards. Have I ever gotten into a game where I've used more than one Titan? No. No, I have not. Would be cool though. You know, have like a full narrative, you know, apocalypse game. The thing is, I say they're overpowered. They are such a target, you know, but they can soak up so much damage with the new void shield rules and things. but they have nerfed Titans a little bit. You know, they've dropped their I think their saves are still 2+, but they've dropped their like ballistic skills down to 3+, and they've done some. They've dropped the range of weapons down to a smaller range. I mean, they have nerfed them a bit. But then you get some things like the Quake cannons, which is still horrific. You know, you're firing at something 300 inches away that you don't even need line of sight to. It could just obliterate things, which is the way it should be, but, you know. Can you just paint you? I think the house rules can be, you know, bended slightly for members, Maxim. I think these are going to be cleaned up quite quickly. I'm going to smash through these. Yeah, but that's the beauty of it, Kyle. That's really cool. I enjoyed those days when I had hardly any models. And I was trying to make a list with, you know, I think back in the day I always used to use scouts as troops so that I could get another Land Raider or I could get another Predator. I'd probably have like two units of scouts, 5 each, so snipers and close combat. I'd have a squad of tactical Space Marines, or maybe I'd put them in combat squads. And then I'd have loads of tanks and dreadnoughts and Terminators. You know, that's before aeroplanes were invented, really, on the battlefield. You know, you didn't have any flyers. You had land speeders, but land speeders were incredibly fragile. You know, they had an armor of 10. So if you were against other Space Marines, you'd only need to get a 6 to glance hit it. And if you immobilized a flying vehicle, it would instantly be destroyed, like instantly. I mean, the good thing was that they were quite cheap at 50 points, I think they were. But now your vehicles have wounds. You can't just get a glancing hit and then a vehicle destroyed on a 6, I think it was. You got me thinking about storm speeders now. That's great, Carl. Yeah, no, not at all. Don't ever feel ashamed by your accomplishments. They're your accomplishments. You know, you should feel proud. Every day I wake up, I'm proud that I've been able to build a box of flayed ones. So you know. And that I've built so many resin models, and all of my fingers aren't stuck together. I mean, result. Although I haven't lost any fingers. Have you built all of your flayed ones then, Maxim? Oh, nice. Oh, well, congratulations then. Welcome to the Necron Flayed One Master Builders clan. It should be like you know, swimming at school. When you've got like your grade 1 and your grade 2, you get like a little badge or something. You should have something like that. It's like, did you build Warhound legs? Yes. Oh, here's a little certificate. I guess the miniatures themselves are the reward, are the certificate, aren't they? What I'm going to do is clean each one of these up individually so that we can look at them, look at each one and appreciate each one, rather than me clean them up all of them and then glue them quick and not give them much of the limelight. I feel that this way will probably work best. Rather build Seras. Yeah, that's another tricky one, isn't it? I hope the Great White Squig is really fun to build. Same for the squig rigs. Hope they're immensely satisfying. And the Deathcopters too. I like how they've not used the flying stands. That's, yeah, good show, GW. And the rules as well. The rules have been bumped up. Oh, let me just hang on. Bear with me. Oh, thanks. Right. Yeah, so you used to have Deathcopters. The copter rockets used to be 24-inch range, assault 2. They are now 2D3. Can you believe it? Yeah, that combat patrol set is gonna sell like hotcakes. Sell like hot squid cakes. It's gonna disappear quicker than squig hog dung off a deathcore shovel. There you go, that's a little 40k theme for the day. Speaking of shovels, people are going to be kit bashing that set, I'm sure. Replacing the chainswords with shovels and all sorts. It's going to be hilarious. I think my next build will be an old classic venerable dreadnought. Oh, your chapter needs a mecha grandpa. Yes, it does. I have 2 venerable dreadnoughts in my chapter. I think one's the metal one, so it is a weapon, and the other one is a plastic one. I think I've got 2 siege dreadnoughts or 2 ironclad as well. I think I might have 3. I can't remember. I honestly can't remember. This is what happens when your collection grows. Which of the new Orks is your favourite? Great White Squig. I mean, it's close. I like the Beast War Boss, and I do like the new Mega Armoured War Boss, but he's on a Squigosaur. I mean, with the old Predator Gut Ripper blades. I mean, and if you read in the Codex as well, the description of him, he was swallowed by a big creature on a hunt, and he clawed his way out. Yeah. Yeah, probably my favourite. Like a unique character. I like the squig rigs. I like the Big Ed battle bunker thing. I like the Deathcopters, of course. I just wish Forge World were on board and we had a massive, like, lorry truck Mad Max style thing, you know. We had some kind of looted vehicle with tank tracks and, you know, Deathstorm shooters and rockets and big Gargant, Mega Gargant. That would be amazing. The Doc, yeah, the Pain boss. It's actually a war boss, isn't it? Put him next to Ghazghkull. And Ghazghkull can only take a maximum. He can only lose a maximum of 4 wounds per turn. And then you put the Pain boss next to him, and then it's like, oh, we'll just recover 2 more wounds. So yeah, that's quite cool. Oh, if Forge World built a rock. Or just kind of flying battle barge. I mean, they did have a Chinork at some point. Or Shinork, however you want to pronounce that. However you're feeling. But yeah, they did have one of those at one point. I'm not sure if it's around. I think they took it off. But I'd like it if they brought that back. Some kind of those like big killer blaster barges things that you do see in the Space Marine game. That would be fantastic. Kind of like the Orc version of a Storm Eagle, or, you know. And then we could have an Orc boss on the end of it, on the assault ramp, saying, "Oi, Space Marine." I don't know whether they do the Orc submarine. I'm sure they did an Orc submarine at some point. Oh wow, now you got me thinking about orc amphibious snaggers riding dolphin type squigs or some kind of turtle creatures, I don't know, leviathan things with these orcs on. Oh, where they just an orcified version. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be really cool. A lead vehicle with all kinds of things on it. I mean, what I'd like is like the lead vehicle, sort of two orc buggies on top of each other with massive engines, and you know, I mean the buggies are cool, but Games Workshop and Forge World can just go one step bigger. They can just go right. We're gonna send it, and just go crazy with the orc stuff. So much so, I want them to make orc models that you you have to look at twice and go, no, that isn't a real model. That can't be. They can't have made that model. Um, much like my feeling towards the War Master, if they made that full scale, that would be a model where you'd look and you go, no, it's got a single platform at the hips where people can walk around, then it's got another platform, then it's got like a, you know, massive bubbles of void shields on the carapace, and it's got a missile in the middle, and it's got weapons on its weapons. You know, that's what I'm talking about. A model that, yeah, is unbelievable, surreal. No, no, no. I'd love to see Battlefield, Battlefleet Gothic uh, remade with all the destroyers and things. Of course, of course. Looking forward to the plastic Thunderhawk though, for Aeronautica. Um, I think I might have to dive into that. It may even increase sales of the Xiphon Interceptor, which wasn't on Forge World's web store for a while. They took it off and then they brought it back. But I'm looking forward to the little plastic versions of those. Yeah, for me, for Aeronautica, it was just a matter of time, I think. Well, of course. I mean, if you can see what Fantasy Flight Games, and now are they Atomic Games? I can't remember. But if you can see what they've done with the Star Wars Armada models, let's just remove that because that is pretty hot. If you can see what they've done, that's going to be a bit wobbly for a while. Yeah. With all the Star Wars Armada ships and things, they look fantastic. I could only love to see some Battlefleet Gothic, you know, that kind of scale. That'd be very, very awesome, extremely awesome. yeah, I think everything's... should be. All those shells were IKEA. So, yeah. Oh, that'd be awesome, Carl. Yeah, like whoever won the battle in orbit would have access to reinforcements, and then you could play a narrative campaign where you get reinforcements for a game, but then depending on, it was like a random turn time, and at a specific point you'd then have to go back to the orbit space battle where reinforcements would come in from the warp, like a Siege of Terror kind of thing, you know. That would be, oh, why haven't we got that now? You know, that would be epic. It really would be epic. Real life logistics. Nah, it's easy for Perturabo. He could do that in his sleep. He's got 1,000 different battles happening all at different times. He can keep on top of that. Right, before we kind of go one-on-one with each one of these Snagga boys and file them down. So I'll file that one down, build it, and that one, and so on. I'm just going to pop and grab a nice cup of tea. So you more than welcome to grab a beverage or hot drink, and I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Okay. Okay, I've returned. Thank you for your patience, everyone. I've got the cuppa, and we're back. Ooh. One of the funniest, well, not funniest, but it did make me chuckle a bit when in one of the books she went to go and make herself a recaf, and she's in a Titan, and obviously she's used to it, but she used the hot water near the plasma reactor, and yeah, it was pretty hot. She had to wait a long time for it to kind of cool down. I don't even know whether she finished it, but oh well. You know, that would be quite comforting that you can just go make yourself a cuppa on a Titan. I mean, if you've got the time, of course. I mean, you know. Where did these models come from? Games Workshop site, Forge World. I don't know about that question, because that question is sort of like asking me a question, but then giving me answers and asking if those are the right answers. It's an odd one, but I'll answer your kind of first question. These models came in this set, the Snagga Orks Army set, and I actually ordered it from Element Games. So that's where it came from. So now you know. So now I will clean up each one of these models. Quick, tell him about the affiliate link. Well, I do have an Element Games affiliate link, and if you use the link, then and the code, the Element code, of course, then you're going to get double the crystals. And if you earn crystals, you can then use the crystals to get even more money off of your models. I always recommend it because not only are you saving sort of 15 to 25% on everything, you're helping the channel out and you're getting more crystals yourself. So it's like, yeah, fantastic. I mean, there are some direct order items that they can't give you a discount on, or they can't sell. I think the Whirlwind tank and a couple of the other things, I think Land Raiders maybe, you can't get. But hey, that's GW for you. But if you're over in America, unfortunately, you can't really use Element because, well, you can use it, sorry, but not for the GW stuff. And again, that's due to Games Workshop's shipping policies. But I will be creating an Amazon affiliate link soon. So anybody in other countries or anybody that doesn't want to use Element for whatever reason, you can use that and help out the channel that way. Yeah, I do get requests for people that want to help out the channel, but can't with the ways that I have. Kyle, Element Games don't sell Warlord Titans. Well, they sell Adeptus Titanicus Titans, so technically I am right. That you could save money off one, but no, Element Games don't sell Forge World. Forge World sell Forge World, that's it. Which army would you like to see get new stuff? Eldar, hands down. Tyranids would be cool, and so would Imperial Guard, but I think we're getting there with the Deathcore Krieg, because they're going to be immensely popular. But Eldar, more than anything. I'd love to see a bigger, way more detailed plastic avatar of Kane. And if they put enough time, money, effort into the other Phoenix Lords, as they did with Jane Czar, then I would be a happy Eldar player. I'd like to see a super heavy flyer specifically for Primaris as well, the Overlord. Yeah, you can squeeze Primaris into Thunderhawks and Stormbirds, but I'd like to see their own flyer. Warmaster Titan, of course, that's a must. Even though we know that the legs are going to be about £1,000 and the body would probably be about 1,000 and weapons 200 to 300 each. I don't think they'd go any bigger than that. Maybe in 20 or 30 years, but that's a long way off. Non-human gene stealer models. Okay. Norn Queen, that'd be cool. Bigger Gribblies, bigger Tyrannid Gribblies. You'd love to see new high detail Banshees. Yeah, Banshees are cool. You say updated models. Wraithguard were heavily updated in plastic. So was the Wraith Lord. They brought out a Wraith Knight and the Flyers. I'm not saying that that's amazing or anything. I'm just saying that they have had a few things. But yeah, not a whole refresh of all of their Aspect Warriors, which I would love to see. You know, I'd be the first in line for them. That's why I want to support Orks and Xenos. You know. Of course, all these Orks aren't going to sell as well as new Primaris, but I'd like to see them sell enough for Games Workshop to just take note and go, oh, actually, that Orc box sold out very, very quickly. Maybe people like Orcs. How about the big bread box? Is it the Capital? What's it called with a macro cannon in it? I don't think it's called the Phalanx. What's it called? Forgotten. I think I want to call it like a Capital Imperialis or something. But it's like a massive, massive thing that weighs thousands and thousands of tons, and it's got a macro cannon in it, and the treads are huge. You know, I'd want to see one of those from Forge World. That'd be cool. No new towel. What? Oh, nearly. I would like to see loads more different Imperial Guard from different worlds. I mean, they're supposed to be the numerous, right? But it now seems like there's more Space Marines than anything else. And then everything else combined, actually. That's the feeling I'm getting. Right, so we need, I'd say we'll go for a medium drill bit. Not the largest one. That's going to be too large. Yeah, go for the medium. Which would be that. Oh, Leviathan, is it? Oh, nice. Thank you for that. Yeah, it features in a book, and that would just look really impressive. I mean, other than Titans, Imperial Guard and Baneblades and things, Imperial Guard haven't really had any like massive big command tank type moving HQ things, have they? Units. So it would be really cool to get something for them. Heresy era ships, yes. Oh yeah, that would be so cool, Revan. So cool. I'm with you on that one. I'd be spoilt for choice, you know. I'd probably want to collect them all. I'd go for I'd definitely go for Deathcore. I'd go for the, is it the Vostrian? I can't remember. You know, the oh, Valhallan. Yeah, the snowy ones. I'd go for the Talarn, the desert. I'd go for the Catachan. You know, so I'd have like a little regiment of each, I'm guessing. I'm flying blind here. I'm not even looking at any instructions right now. Super. What are you doing? There we are. Yeah, looks quite cool. So as I said, the reason behind me doing them one at a time, like cleaning them up one at a time, is so that we get a bit of screen time. So this is the third one I've done. Quite big. Loads of detail as well, compared to the old Orks. So you can just go over there. I should really be looking at the instruction guide just in case I've messed up an angle of an arm or something. I mean, luckily, I think that one I did quite well on. Right, next in line. Got this old cup of tea. Oh no, Lee, the Mastodon isn't as ugly as the Torox. And there's a bit in a book, it's not spoilers, but there was a bit in a book where there's a Space Marine on a Torox, and one of the Space Marines said, "Where'd you get that?" And he was like, "Oh, I borrowed it." And he's like, "What do you mean you borrowed it?" And he's like, "Well, they weren't using it, and it was caked in dust and ash, so I took it." Oh, right. And it's like, well, that's ugly. That's just brilliant. Um, bringing the Mastodon to 40k would be nice. What do you mean bringing the Mastodon to 40k? The Mastodon is in 40k. You can use a Mastodon in 40k. There's been rules for it pretty much since it came out. Pretty nice. Praetorians, Mordian, Steel Legion. Think we're going to see a new Catachan and Full Krieg release. Oh, that'd be awesome, John. That'd be awesome. Yeah, Typhus Corrosion's lovely, isn't it? I also like Nurgle's Rot. They're both cool. Yeah, it's in this book here, the compendium book. I just what have we got? We've got the Thunderhawk, we've got the Stormbird, we've got the Mastodon, right there. 40 power points, 30 wounds. It can hold 40 infantry models, or you can have 2 dreadnoughts in it, which take the space of 10 models. You can have 2 dreadnoughts and 20 Space Marines. It's a Saver 2+, and it has 2 Void Shields. So there you go. I really should be doing more reviews of the units in that book, because I have a lot of them. It's just something I haven't really got around to do, because I've done the Night month and there's an overlap of that. There's a load of new releases I still need to review, and then there's Titan month coming up, so I'll get round to it. Someone wanted me to do a Firstborn month as well. Happily do that. Yeah, 7 snaggers to do. Firstborn month, yep, after Titans month. Yeah, I'll definitely do Firstborn month after Titans. Don't you worry. I'm not going to be painting these orcs the really bright green that they have. I'm going to go for my tried and tested colour scheme. Right. They're going to awaken my loins in 40k. Crikey. I don't know. I mean, possible. Gulliman came back, didn't he? So. Just blame the auto complete. I need to awaken my loins in the rock. He's sleeping soundly. Does he have an alarm? I mean, you know. Do you know why GW doesn't specifically sell Blood Ravens? Thought Dawn of War would be something they'd want to advertise. That's a good point. I know a lot of people got into Space Marines and Warhammer 40k because of the Dawn of War games. Yeah, I mean, I want to say maybe because it's like a sub chapter. It's not like one of the main ones, like Blood Angels is. It's, you know, and I mean, yeah, you could take the view of, oh well, look at you know, Imperial Guard. They have sub chapters as well, like Crimson. Well, they don't really specifically sell Crimson Fist, but they do sell Black Templars, don't they? Yeah, it's a tough one. And they are well known. You got a launch of a new Demon Prince? Well, who needs a Demon Prince when you've got Be'lakor in 40k? You know, we've had some new Demon Princes with the Slaanesh ones, haven't we, too? But yeah, a new Chaos refresh would be incredible. I only wish that Forge World had kept up with their release for Chaos Demons and things. Well, you know my thoughts on the matter with the Siege of Terror. You know, the Siege of Terror, and you know they've had all of this time with all of the books and things. You would have thought for the climax they would be flooding the Horus Heresy game with models for the Siege of Terror, specific models that are from those books, but they haven't. They haven't. You know, tapped into that, and I wish they had of. Look, I just want my Psy Warlord Titan, guys. Okay, so that's what I really want. Okay, that's that done. So we can glue that together. Hardly any pieces for this one, so that's quite a quick one. Give us a Demon Primarch. Some good comments today, guys. Really appreciate you chipping in and, you know, keeping the stream going like that. It's my favourite lore and favourite hobby, so, you know, I love answering questions and getting into debates and things with you. And as I've always said, if you want to continue those, you're more than welcome to join the Discord. It's all free, obviously, you know, and you can also post images of your army there, which is quite cool. Right, now I've finished it. Okay, this, look how easy this one's going to be. So easy. I mean, this set, I think I probably would have preferred something else in it. Maybe, I can't really say the Death Copters because they're going to be in the combat patrol, but I don't know, maybe some grots. Like, I think that would look cool in a salmon Frodo kind of way. Like, you had some grots and Gretchen with some of the beast armor and scales. I think a little group of them, like little grot hunters. You know, if they called these snaggers, these snagger boys, if they called them lads, and then they called the grot ones little lads, that'd be quite cool. Okay, 6 left. 5, 6. What we'll do is we'll finish all of these and we'll call it there. Still probably about an hour or so to go. Yeah, that's that one. That one's complete. It's got quite a nice chopper, that one. And a slugger. Really like these new orcs. I mean, yeah, if you've had the same orcs for 20 years or so, it's great to get some brand new sculpts. Squig Titan. Lorgard's Return, yeah. Angron, oh yeah, Demon Primarch Angron. Fulgrim, they could so do Fulgrim with what they did with Marathi. Angron has been seen on the cover of Saturnine, yeah. He's also inside Saturnine as well, by the way. Like an art piece. Well, you've said that as well, Lee, but... Colossal Squig for 40k. Oh, what I'm going to do, just grab a fan, I think. So, yeah, this is the Colossal Squig. Oh. That's the Colossal Squig, that's my Colossal Squig. It really is colossal. Don't know if you guys have seen one before, but look at the size of it. He's a big boy. He's a big boy. He probably eats squig hogs for breakfast. You know? Yeah. Yep. Well, we'll just leave him there, even though everybody knows that you don't get him in the set that everybody knows. Everybody knows. An orc knob on a sleigh. You're getting a knob being pulled off by squigs. What? I think I read that wrong. A knob pulling squig. I don't know. Yeah, I suppose you could do that. A bit like the Spaceballs character. He's on that sled thing, isn't he? Ah, okay. Santa Claus, but instead of reindeer, it's squigs. Okay, do the squigs fly? Have they got wings? Or have they got like little winglets with rockets on them? Yes, Maxim, Red Gobbo is the Christmas one. This one has a fair few pieces. So I guess in an hour we'll find out what the pre-orders are. I think it's already been leaked that there's going to be the sisters. Nothing from Forge World though. I mean, technically they did bring out the Lunar Wolf, Sons of Forest, sorry, new Praetor early, didn't they? They brought that forward a bit. Oh yeah, the Siege of Terra map. Sorry, Lee, thank you. Yep. I've got the second map hung up on the wall. I'd like to get this new map because I think it's even closer into the fighting. Don't know, I wouldn't mind getting the first map for a decent price. I'm not going to spend like £100 on eBay or something for it. new Necromunda stuff. The Dalak, aren't they? There's something. Is it a novel or is it? House of Shadow Dalak expansion. Thanks, Maxim. House of Shadow. I do have some Necromunda, but I never really got massively into it because, you know, Adeptus Titanicus. And again, Blood Bowl is something that I'd like. You know, I would really like a Blood Bowl team and the game, but yeah, not something I've massively gone into. Probably will get a team. Not sure what team I'd go for though. Blood Bowl Titans. What I'd like to see is like a 40k kind of version of that. I'm not talking about Kill Team, I'm talking about like some kind of game set in the 41st millennium. Like Blood Sports or something. Like, you know, whether it's to do with Custodes or whether you've got some kind of training program for Astartes, or you even have yeah, like the blood pits of Gamorra, you know, for Dark Eldar, you know, that would be slave pits or whatever they call it. You know, that'd be cool. You know, a sci-fi version of a game. Surely they have some kind of games and things in that millennium. Surely it can't all just be working for the Emperor. Keep the Emperor alive. I just can't imagine all of these different races and species and things not having any like hobbies or downtime, especially the Eldar. I mean, can kind of understand why they wouldn't anymore, but I guess that's the whole premise, isn't it, of 40k in the far future. There is only war. You've got to have some downtime somewhere, surely. We have Marrow Kart for the Space Marines. That's a good one, Carl. Yeah, I fully support that. Is it Gamorra or Gamorag? The Orks doing a scrap heap challenge. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, I missed that show. If you weren't aware, you know, I don't know if you had anything like this in the States, but Scrap Heap Challenge was a show, I think in the 90s, from what I can remember, maybe early 2000s, and yeah, you had a couple of teams and they were let loose in a real scrapyard. I mean, was it a show? Whether, you know, was it a real scrap? I don't know. But whether pieces placed, again, who knows? But they were let loose in the scrapyard, and they had to make stuff to overcome a problem using parts in the scrapyard. Strange, isn't it, that like when you're a bit older, you kind of wish shows that you watched when you're younger were still around, but 40k demo derbies, yeah. That'd be good. Could have like rhinos or something. Or you could have the different orc buggies. Oh, Pimp My Rhino, yeah. And then the camera zooms in and you take a little look inside a Custodes rhino or something like that. It's like, what's that for? That's my direct connection to Sanctum 465B of the Imperial Palace. It allows me to track any usurpers, but you know, that'd be cool. The pizza cutters are they are the value pieces of this set. Maybe because of the mold lines. They're in every tooth. I mean, it's not reports of plate pad, but it's still slightly annoying. Big game hunting. Oh, that's cool. We got this one tricked out. Storm bolter, lightweight chassis, hunter killer missile, flare shield. The best thing about it is we can even transport 10 fully armoured Space Marines. And they're not squished in at all. Pimp My Land Raider. Wow. That would be awesome. The assault ramp opens and then the machine spirit talks. Welcome. Oh, this one's lost his leg. I'll put that one on there. There was a PC game that was going to come out that was Orc Racing. A banging stereo system. Now that gets me thinking about Sisters of Battle Exorcist, though. That does. And in the back we have a couple of subwoofers and an organ. Oh, did we mention that the organ fires missiles? Stuck. Okay, so you think it goes that way. Alright, it does, you're in luck, super. Five more to go. We'll have a look at this one. He's got quite a nice cloak on him. Look at that. We've got the old pizza cutter. This guy's just about to start his shift at Domino's. Oh, squig toppings. Oh, I nearly said droppings. Oh, right. So a couple more on this one to go. Oh, pimp my ground. You had me at Rhino Mounted Organ. Okay. Pimp my Titan. Jeez, imagine that. Well, this Titan was equipped with a standard war horn, but we have managed to up the power, and this war horn now shatters windows. I don't know, just a squig meat pizza sounds good. I think that's the topic of the day, pizza. Hello Gripang, how are you doing? Turn all the speakers into sonic cannons. Oh, that sounds a bit Emperor's Children-y for me. Yep, Noise Marines, yep. Well, that's what a lot of their weapons do, don't they? They just emit sound. Oh, there's so many things I want to kind of recall in books and things, but I'm not going to. It's your journey through the lore and the universe. Would squig meat not just be mushroom topping? Yeah, yeah. But a meaty mushroom. Yeah. Sorry, what? I read that sentence really wrong, Kyle. They're not banging anything with a hole inside. Crikey. Mushrooms that taste of like chicken. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if squigs are that dirty. Pigs are like one of the dirtiest animals about. I don't think squigs are that dirty. I'm not sure. I mean, they're made up creatures, aren't they? I mean, Anything is clean once you flamethrower a bit. Well, I guess so. They live off orc feces? Really? Yeah, it's never really mentioned in the books, is it? I wonder. Okay, so 4 more to go, I think. We will drill this out. Do you have orcs that use assault cannons for jetpacks? I don't think so. Assault cannons for jetpacks? No, they've just got rockets for jetpacks. Right, let's put this one together. Oh, this one's holding it. Side grip. What a gangster. On OG. This Snagga trying to be a gangster. Look at that OG. That is wrong. That is correct. There we are. Is that one done? That's quite a cool one. I mean, I would have liked to sight on him or... Whoa, 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 calm yourself. Little orc, man. That's quite cool. I like that one. Blap, 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 blap. So that's that one there. I don't know about where he is. I mean, it's difficult to centralise him because most of him is off the base. Just got a few more to go, guys, and then we've built the 10 today. Then I can go and have some food, and yeah, I'll probably do the other 10. But they'll look the same, I think. I'm going to have a go at seeing if I can swap them about, but I mean, the knob will look a bit different, and it's just whether I go for one with a thump gun or not. I think it's for every 10 models. Where's the troops? Where's your troops? Yeah, every 10 models you can have a thump gun. I mean, the chopper is... you're getting an extra attack. So you're getting 3 attacks, but then the thump gun is a nice 18-inch range assault D3. And it's D3 damage with a blast. So I'd probably always go for a thump gun. But at the same time, you know, ballistic skill 5+. So you may only get 1 hit with it. Which is the reason why I usually always had choppers and sluggers and not shooters. But there we go. A war boss with a jump pack? Well, you're talking about a big war boss though, I think, aren't you? Not boss Zagstruck, which is... yeah, he's not really a war boss. I mean, he hasn't got the keyword as war boss. It's odd. But he is a boss. He's got blitz missiles on his little jump pack though. That's quite cool. Yeah, this is this, you know, this skin or leathery hide or whatever. This is quite cool. Fair bit amount of detail on there. Rocket Scorcher and Daka combi weapon? No, I don't think so. I think you get a Daka Scorcher or a Daka rocket weapon for the Mega Knobs. I would like to get some more Mega Knobs. I mean, they'd go well with Gazgul, but they'd also go well with the new war boss in Mega Armor. A 4 combi type weapon. I don't think the flash kits even have them, or the looters. I mean, looters are great with the the amount of shots they can put down the battlefield and the range, but it's just whether they hit anything. But this one we have to drill both sides. That'll be great. That'll work. And the last 2 pieces here. Master Blaster from Mad Max as an orc. Yeah, that would be cool. Oh, loads of mold lines on this one. Yeah. Bit of a shame, but... Yeah, mold lines is a tricky one. Like, sometimes you get them on really detailed models and sometimes you don't. It's odd. It's not like a fault of the process or anything. It's just one of those things, part of it. I wonder, I mean, yeah, I wonder if it's a byproduct of more detail, more complex sprues. You know, you're still getting a lot from any of the kits, really. We're talking about Age of Sigmar too, you know. Okay, that's that model done. We've drilled the hole in there, so we can just attach the front of it. So go on like that. And you've got his arm. I don't think I can make the duplicates look any different. I think they are exactly the same. Unless you start using pieces from other kits, which again, I'm not sure how that will work. It's a really good question, but you're given no options. The only two that will look different is the knob and the special weapons guy, you know, the thump gun guy. And I think that'll be the same for the actual Orc boys set. If you look at the combat patrol, again, the only difference is the special weapons and the knob. All of the rest of them are duplicates. I think people are going to be disappointed with the new Orc boys set. You know, for a horde army, that's what you should aim for, is differences, shouldn't you? You know, differences in your horde army. Oh, this one's got a tactical rock. Oh no! It all falls apart now. This one running is quite cool. Rarely do we see orcs running. He's about to slip over on that. Look at that tactical rock. Orc running. You didn't even have a chance to enter the site. Of course you did. Everyone had a chance. I had the same chance as you had. That's the whole point of the random selection queuing system. Sorry that you didn't get it, but yeah. Nice little orc running though. Pretty cool. One of the coolest ones in the set, I think. Yeah. A stomper with a looted Nemesis Quake cannon. Oh god. That would look cool though. Yeah. You know, having grot riggers all around a Nemesis, all over a Titan. Yeah, I like the action orcs. I like the ones running. They're cool. All the others we've seen before, like we've seen them in that pose before. You know, we've seen knobs like that. I mean, that's not really even a knob. It's just a orc boy. It's the same size. But the one running is a new thing. Oh, thank you, Maxim. Thank you. Appreciate that. Cause you arrived now, have you built the name character of the set? Yes, I have. It's right here. I built him last night in the stream. This is a third stream. And there he is. Got lots of stapled on hair. And a big grabber claw thing. Looks quite cool. And a big base as well. Like a 50mm, I think. So, yeah, that's him. And also we've got the Smasher Squig. It's massive. Look at the size of him. Massive. And then we've got the cutest model in the whole thing. The little bomb squig with the Gretchen holding the nail. Yeah. Nice selection. Nice selection of minis. We've just got 3 left, and then we do have another 10, but I'll build them, you know, another time. You love when knobs are bigger. Okay, man. Okay, well, you know. Yeah, I agree with you. I like them when they're a fair bit taller and they're on the bigger bases as well. I think I put mine on bigger bases. I think I put my knobs on 32mm. And my normal orc boys are on 25s. Still. Grot Bomb is the best model. I'm looking forward to that Great White Squig. I think that would be a very popular model. How about Stomper from combining multiples, Gulkanaut and or Morkanaut? Yeah, that'd be cool. A custom Stomper. I wouldn't mind getting the Forge World Stomper. With all the extra gubbins that includes. Yeah, you could do, yeah. These are stronger orcs compared to the normal ones. And they've got invulnerable saves. I mean, I'm thinking though they will release a set of them. Love the channel. Opinion on the Combat Patrol Orcs. Yeah, I think it's fantastic. It looks brilliant. I'm still kind of on the fence whether to get two copies or one, just because I think the Orc boys will be monopose. I'm hoping that the Deathcopters will be out at the same time as the Combat Patrol. But yeah, it's a great Combat Patrol. Lots to save on it. Probably the best one out of all the Combat Patrols they've done. It's that good. Has the Combat Patrol been confirmed? Well, yeah. In this book, if you'd watched my first look, it says right here, Combat Patrol. This is the Combat Patrol. It says here, created from the contents of the Combat Patrol Orcs boxed set, this force can be used in a battle-forged army. You've got the 3 brand new Deathcopters. You've got 2 squads of new Orc boys. But I've looked at them and they're all the same except for the 2 special weapons and the knobs. You've got the brand new Mega Armor knob, and you've got an old Death Dread. That's fine. Death Dread's cool anyway. I've got a Death Dread, but I'd welcome another one. I say a shooty one because the other one I've got is a close combat, and that's probably one of the best ways to run. Well, I'd say 2 Scorchers and 2 close combat weapons is probably the best way if you wanted to be pedantic. But I might just go for a shooty Death Dread, just for variation. I mean, it's an Orc army. There's plenty of things that are good in close combat already. You really love the War Boss and Mega Armor. Oh yeah, what sells it is the Gretchen with the with the big shooter on the shoulder. Fantastic. Yeah, I'm surprised too about it. Having new units. That's why I think it's probably going to be the best one. It just shows you that they can do it if they want, but they choose to, you know, shovel all of the boxes that aren't selling from the warehouse into a box set to save you a little bit of money. Yeah, I hope so. That's you know, touch wood, that'll be a great precursor to that set. Or they could just bundle a Wraith Lord and some Wraith Guard and the Banshees in the set and call it a day. Hopefully not though. Better do the drill on this. The new Dark Eldar unit. What, Lilith? Lilith Hesprax? She came out ages ago. I don't even think she came out last year. Well, she might have came out last year. Oh yeah, Dark Eldar box is good. One of the best, that one. Drazar. Yeah, but Drazar came out, I want to say like September, October 2019. Yeah, the box sets that have like direct order minis in as well, they're good ones to pick up. It's just a shame that they got rid of Start Collecting. It really is a shame. I don't know what they were thinking there. Well, I do know what they were thinking. They tried to push the new rules set for a combat patrol in, you know, that's you can, you know, you can have a game with that army out of the box. But I don't know. There's something about paying 50 quid for Start Collecting set, you know, instead of paying, let's face it, close to £100. Robert, I think that's the first comment you've made. So either you watched the last 3 streams, or you haven't, and you've just come in and you thought you put a comment in. I don't know what you're, you know, how much you've watched or how little you've watched. I don't know. I don't know whether you've been here from the start, but I've been building these live, so you know, I will have been showing people any gaps or any issues as I've been building. Will I need a lot of gap filling? No, I've been filing them down. I've been using the Tamiya. So no, I haven't reached for my liquid green stuff. So it's all been good. Models have gone together very well. Usually you get issues with push to fit minis with gaps. And that's because the pegs are a little bit too long. I would always suggest you cut them down a little bit. But yeah, no worries. It was about $90 for Start Collecting, $140 from the Combat Patrols. Yeah, I know, $90. Yeah, I guess that's good. How about an Elite Command box? What, like an Elite Start Collecting box thing? Oh, I don't know. Games Workshop can sometimes be a bit allergic to more SKUs. But yeah, they try and go for as minimal, say, units as possible, but products as useful as possible. But yeah, I mean, imagine if they did that though, an Elite Command box for every faction, you know. That would just multiply the number of boxes they've got for each faction hugely. That's why we haven't seen any Start Collecting and Combat Patrol box sets, I reckon. Okay, glue this one together now. You saw someone else's videos, large gaps on the squigs. What were they doing? What were they doing? Start collecting Forge World Titans. Hey, you may laugh at that, right? But Forge World give better discounts than Games Workshop. I know Forge World are Games Workshop, but you know what I mean? Like, that arm of Games Workshop, they do actually offer value sets. You know, you can pick up a Warlord Titan bundle with the weapons and pretty much get a weapon for free. You can get the Knight detachment, where you get 3 of the Cerastus Knights, and you save about £110. Just the Questoris, Megira and Styrics, you're just going to save £30 by getting both of them. You save even more if you get the Atrapos in there. So, yeah, I think they will continue to do that, you know. Regardless of where Horus Heresy goes, I think Forge World will continue to offer value on some of the sets. If you buy more of them in that faction or whatnot. Do you think Orks will become meta now? I really don't care. Yeah, no worries, Robert. Of course. That's, you know, I'm lucky that, you know, I can respond to comments quite quickly and read them. I like to pride myself on that. Oh, is this Orc gangster? Oh, no, he's not. He's almost look at these OG Orcs holding their sluggers. I mean, they have got strength 5, so, but still. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. Usually with the factions, they become the sort of flavour of the month, don't they? And then the next faction gets an update, and then they become flavour of the month. And, you know, as people get used to them, and also the gaming scene isn't where it was, you know, for obvious reasons, a couple of years ago. Yeah, so people haven't really... I mean, look at Lumineth. They've had 2 brand new battle tomes, and probably hardly any games to play to really measure them. You know, you get a battle tome, and then before you get any chance to play any games, a new battle tome comes out. So, yeah. I hope people can play. I hope people can get out and play games and enjoy these Orcs, especially the teleporting stratagem. I'll put that out there. One of the members pointed this out to me, that you can teleport anything, really. So, yeah, if you've got the codex, if you're lucky enough to get it, or you want to, you know, read up on it, then, yeah. So, probably people will be using that before it gets FAQ'd. Do I like painting? I think it's all right. It's not my favourite. My favourite is building, then collecting, then gaming, then painting. So, yeah, I like painting, but it's not my favourite. And that's the thing about this hobby. Different people have different preferences. Your meta may vary. Exactly. That's a good point. Depends who you're playing with, which armies you're going up against. Exactly. I've never ever used Orks in a game and thought, I can't wait to crush this opponent. Every time I've used Orks, I've thought, I can't wait to have fun. And I wonder what this red button does. And I wonder if I can get in combat before I get shot to bits. Or, you know, like when a Space Marine dies when you're playing a game, you think, oh, what a sacrifice to humanity. You know, one of the Emperor's chosen. He'll be forgotten. He'll be written in songs and all this lot. But when an Orc dies, you go, oh well. We'll get him next time. You know. Yes, this is true. You can thank Gork and Mort for getting him into combat. Try to roll that 6, no pain from your pain boy. Yeah, well, good thing about these Snaggas is they have a 6+ invulnerable save. So, even more survivable. And they'll do more damage in combat because they're strength 5. They're stronger Orcs. As I was saying last night as well in a chat, how when I started the hobby, like invulnerable saves was such a big deal. Like, oh, you know, I've got this invulnerable save on my chaplain because of this amazing amulet that he wears, and it emits like a refractor field or a power field or something, gives him an invulnerable save. Nowadays, your invulnerable save is, oh, it's because the Orc is dead tough. Like, no other reason. He's just dead tough, and that's why you get your invulnerable save. Oh dear. Invulnerable saves are negated somewhat with your old mortal wounds and things, so, you know. And there's quite a few things that pump out mortal wounds nowadays. You know, the old big bomb on the Deathcopters, that can inflict mortal wounds. What about the Pain Boss? Sit him near a character, repairing 2 wounds per turn. And the snake bite rule, where if the model is, I say dead, you don't remove him from the battlefield, and on a 50-50, jumps back up with, I think, D3 wounds. Or it might be 1 wound. Pretty sure it's D3, but I'll have to have a look at that. Yeah, that would be good. Rushing some Tau. before you get blown to bits, like that scene in Samurai. Yeah. Got squig hog bits flying everywhere. Excellent comment, Ninja. Thank you. You've no clue what I'm building apart from it is an orc and it looks cool. Enjoying the stream. Oh, nice. Thank you. Glad you're enjoying it. What I'm building is just one of the Snagga boys. It's a set of 10 boys over here. Got, you know, one left after this. There's another 10 in the set, but they look exactly the same because I do want the other thump gun. But one of them won't be a knob. Because technically you could just pick one and say, oh yeah, that's the knob. I mean, you know, or I could use, oh, could I use a knob from the other one? I don't know. The thing is, if I build it as a knob, it's going to look exactly the same. And then we've just got 10 models with twins, which I really do try and avoid. It would be fun converting knobs to beast snaggers. Oh yeah, like normal knobs, like if you bought yourself a box of knobs and you had some, I say bits left over, you don't get any bits left over, but if you had, but I don't know, maybe some lizardman stuff, maybe you could do it that way. But yeah, that would be really cool, you're right. And it depends how many you'd like. You know, they're not their own separate category in the codex. In the codex, you just get, you know, your bog standard knobs and mega armored knobs. Okay. I think we're there on this one. As I say, the pizza cutters are always a bit unforgiving with the old mould lines. May have to go back to that one day. Oh, I didn't take this off for this one. Okay. Thank you, Paul. Next week's pre-orders are up, everyone. Sisters of Battle, Combat Patrol, Granny, Tank, Palatine. Oh, good. Good that she's available separately now. Palatine, hang on. Sure, I got a separate. Lady Credo. Warboss with looted Riptide. Warboss on Looted Telemon Dreadnought. Don't. You're summoning. There's no way Custodes would let a Telemon Dreadnought fall to the Orcs. There's no way. Would Custodes even fight Orcs? I mean, they probably did in the Great Crusade before Olenor. I don't know. I haven't read the Beast Arises books, so you know they may well had a part in that, but I'm not aware. I just would have thought that. I mean, they'd like the challenge, you know, they'd like the sport, I guess, but surely they'd just throw a lot of bodies at Orcs than the Emperor's bodyguard. Lady Credo from Fortrod, okay. You're building your beast snaggers too? Nice. And this one's ready to be built, so we'll do that now. Yeah, I've just had a look on Amazon. There's only one left in stock. It is £169, so somebody's making £44 profit, and it's from a third-party seller. So that's basically the same as eBay, really. If anybody's after one, it's probably best if you just like speak to your local gaming store, or your local games workshop, or even a few in the area. If you can make it to the HQ, they probably would have a few boxes there. Just give them a call before you go. I mean, there's a long shot. It might be out of your area, and you might not have transport and things, but you know, if you really, really want to get it, there's always that option. Oh, need to put its leg on first. That'll just fit on like so. We can getting the gist of these beast snaggers now. He says, and throws one halfway across the room. I'd like to know how this one goes on. I think it goes at that angle, not the angle I was going for. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be fine with that angle. Exactly, yeah. Well said, Bradley. Well said. It's like the Sisters box, the Sisters Army box. It's good, but yeah, it's no Indomitus. The one thing I prefer with Dominion though is the rulebook. I think that core rulebook looks nicer than the 40k one. I don't know what everyone's opinion is of that, but oh, nice! You're making a little hat for the squigs. That's cool. Right, one more snagger, and then we are done. That's that one done. So, yeah, I want to see more orcs running. I mean, especially if they're doing a war and things. I mean, yeah, I do. I'd want to see more orcs running. Bit of orc cardio. Got quite a few sisters running. Got more sisters running than orcs. Maybe the sisters should start a war. The sisters war doing it for themselves. Oh, okay, that's too bad. No dad jokes. Come on. So yeah, there's plenty of opportunities to put these extra munitions on certain places on them. There are a lot of munition. There are a lot of extra bullets just in the back there that I haven't used. I mean, look at them. There's 20 of them. 20 of the suckers in total. Sombrero. Channel's grown so much since you watched it. Oh. Well, that's nice to hear. Thank you. Yep, and I've been doing these live streams for almost a year now. It'll be a year next month, I think. Might have been September. It's probably September. Yeah, just wandering around aimlessly for a while. And then I decided to do these live streams. I wish I had started them earlier because of the pandemic and things, and you know, it's good to have this kind of interaction with people, even though you can't see my face and you know you can't see all these amazing faces I'm pulling, but you know, there are other people on YouTube that do Warhammer for those kind of things. Anyway, yeah, I'm really glad I've done these. You know, it just gives everyone a bit of a different perspective, different angle, kind of a behind the scenes in a way. It's one thing to show, you know, to unbox things and then review them a few days later or a week later, or a year later in the case of a night, but it's another thing to show you and just go through my processes, and then you can look at the processes and go, oh, well, I don't really agree with what Super did on that one, so I'll try a different route, you know. Or yeah, that was a good idea. He managed to do that without cutting himself and bleeding all over his model, so it worked in that scenario. been 4 years since you started watching. Yeah, 2017. Yeah, seems like so much has changed for me in the 4 years. So much. I hope in the next 4 years things will change even more. You know, I've got a giveaway to finish at the end of next week, 1st of August. I was thinking about a 50k giveaway and having the Kill Team box set as that, but I'm not going to reach 50k until they release all those models separately and things, so people will be waiting a long time for that. So I'll have to decide on something at 50k. I know 100k I'd have a Warlord Titan as a giveaway. I can only imagine how much postage is going to cost for that, but again, that's a long way into the future. Who won the Cursed City box? Well, according to my terms and conditions, the giveaway still runs until the 1st of August, so people still have a chance to win it. What file do you clean mold lines with? Games Workshop one. I've got this one. I don't use the brown one because this used to be gold here, or yellow, and then there's a brown one in the box, and the brown one's just too smooth. I use that for polishing if I'm going to polish any scratches. I use the Tamiya one now and again. I'll probably say I'd use this for the scenery because the scenery is a different plastic. It's harder. It's from China. Blah blah blah. But if you use this on these models, it will scratch these Tamiya files because it is much rougher than the GW one. And then I've got some other older Games Workshop ones which I use for resin. I don't use the Tamiya one for resin. I don't know what grit it is. I really don't. But it's quite a smooth one. It doesn't scratch the model at all, but yeah, it gets rid of the mold lines. It might take a couple of tries to completely get rid of the mold line, but you know, it's nice and smooth and polished at the same time, so where I can't reach in, I'll just use the blade to remove them. Teeth, chainsaw teeth, chain axe teeth are always a bit of pain. Could always be a bit sneaky and use the Tamiya glue, this stuff, on mold lines as well, because it kind of gets rid of it, but yeah, it's up to you. That's next level hobbying, that one. And the final thing. When he gets to 100k, have one of the warlords hold up that silver button. Oh, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. But that ain't gonna happen for a long time. Unless I start making more painting videos or leaked videos or clickbait or hype or, you know, things like that. Reaction videos even. But that's fine, because, you know, this isn't my job. You know, this is a hobby. I have a full-time job and a part-time job, which I enjoy. And they fund the channel, pretty much. Yeah, this is the thing. Like this yellow GW file is fine as long as you clean it after every few passes and things. The brown one I wouldn't really use because it's too soft. And yeah, like the Tamiya ones, that will scratch. You've got to pick a good file. Glass files. I've heard glass files are quite good. I mean, yeah, when you see me filing things, you see a load of dust on there. But for me, that's absolutely normal. And it does look messy because of the dust, the plastic dust. But what I do is I blow on it. I've got this amazing brush here, which is like a plastic brush, and that just gets rid of everything. And so then when it comes to priming, I'm just priming on plastic. I'm not priming on any dust or particles, which is great. Do I ever use or make any sprue glue? I've heard this sprue glue before. I have heard about it. But no. No, I don't. I just use the green stuff, the liquid green stuff. It works a treat. I use it on the 412 models as well. Specifically on the air bubbles, it's great for air bubbles. Much quicker and easy to use than the actual green stuff. But if you've got bigger gaps, then yeah, I would recommend you use the actual putty. Right, and with that, that's the final piece and the final orc done. So we can just put them together and give you a quick show of all these models, and then I will head off. So when did we start up again? Did we start up again at 3? So this has been 3.5 hours. Wow. Wow. Good work today, and I hope you've managed to get some success with whatever you've been building, painting, you know. I will be back on Wednesday. I will be building some Dominion. Kind of want to build the big Indrister, you know, the lady with the wings. So if you want to see me build her in the live stream, should finish her in the 3 hours. Can't see why not. It's quite straightforward. Then yeah, this is the place to be for that. Wow, that's a small contact point for this last one. Just when you think that you're going to have an easy time, you've got a small contact point on a single foot, but on the upside, he is one of these very rare running Orks. He needs a fair bit of base. Okay, yeah, enjoy. Oh, you're welcome. Oh yeah, big time. I'm interested in the Krieg. The danger is that I'm going to start a Forge World Deathcore army though. That's the big danger. So there you go. That is the final Orc Snagger. Another running one, which is fantastic. So do like these running ones. You got this running one and this one on the tactical rock. I want to see more running Orcs, you know. But there we are. So they are the 10. There's the knob at the front. They look pretty cool. I like the thump gun. If I build the other 10, unless I get clubbed together with all my Orky parts, they're going to look exactly the same. I'm not going to go for the... I might make that bigger, actually, that hole. Yeah, that looks quite small there. Yeah, I'm not going to go for another knob. I think 2 is enough. But I'll change that one into like a normal Orc Snagger, but I will go for another thump gun. So yeah, unfortunately, there's going to be 9 that looks exactly the same, but there we go. So really happy with that. I am going to go off and have a break and do loads of other things. But thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed all the content over the past sort of 24 hours from yesterday evening 7 till now almost 7. So you know, thanks so much for joining, and hopefully I'll see you during the week. And you're very welcome. Thank you. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.